Good afternoon. My name is Kateryna Odarchenko. I represent the SIC Group, and as I promised to my subscribers, I organized this short webinar about press work, about media work, and how you can be successful in international media. So I will structure my lecture in next blocks. So firstly, we will discuss like personal brand and why personal brand matters, and the relation between personal brand and your brand, like your firm brand or your corporation if you work for corporation. Then I will give some examples what to do if you're a public figure like politician, and what is like correlation with your political force can be, which is slightly different from brands. So then I will show also example on I will show also example how we can work with press and what type of work with international press it can be. And I will show also several examples, and these examples will be on my personal story and my personal, socials and so on and so forth. First of all, if we not met each other before, my name is Kateryna Odarchenko, and I have like two businesses. So my main business is company SIC Group, and SIC Group it's international company who specialize in campaign management and government relations. We also provide PR services, and you can add me on LinkedIn and Kateryna Odarchenko, and see also some information about myself and about my company, SIC Group. We based here in Washington, D.C., and also work in Eastern Europe, and we make projects in 8 countries. And second, my business, it's also real estate. One more time I will give to you example on myself in some issues because it's most ethical. A lot of our clients don't want to be, like examples and case studies. So I will talk today on my example, but in future I will show you also some examples on our cases which we do for charities and for like political parties. So first of all, if you work in consulting, or if you lawyer, if you real estate agent, if you like public person, if you blogger, you must first work on your personal brand. And your personal brand also starts the same, like with understanding of archetype, with understanding of who are you generally, what is your profession. You must be not unfocused. You must understand what your key skills, and you must look like professional in this industry. So if you're in creative industry and you like designer, your page can be like less conservative. If you like campaign manager, it must be like more conservative, like my page. And here you see that I work in Washington, and you know that it's connected with political consulting and with like business consulting, with lobbying, so it's understandable. And secondly, you must check that your company also correlates with your brand, like the SIC Group. So here also, our brand, which is like SIC, which on Latin mean like put attention, and it's like also work together with, like, for example, in my personal brand and my company's brand. And for companies the same, it must be understandable what the company values, what the company like aims, how company work, and so on and so forth. And after, when you understand generally what you're standing for, you start to work with press, and how you can work with press. Generally, a lot of people want to have here in Google like top press and top articles, right? Yeah, and you also maybe want to be like on Yahoo News, right? or maybe you also want to publish, maybe also you want to be published on like Washington Post. So let's see how we can work on that, and let's see also some examples what I'm writing. So first of all, you must understand like 3 topics in which you are professional in, and you must wrote a lot of articles, opinions about this issue. Um, so one moment. So, for example, I'm professional in elections, so that's why you can see, for example, that I'm wrote for Wilson Center, which is one of the most biggest analytical centers. And I wrote about Eastern Europe, I wrote about Ukraine, I wrote about elections. And it's, if you can't write like for top American think tanks, of course you can start to write on Medium or on like live journals. So but you must start to write firstly somewhere, write to your social media to like show that you are professional in this sector. So if you wrote for think tanks, you also must like find your sectors of competence. I'm here in DC, so I wrote for Wilson Center. I wrote also, let's see, I will show to you. I wrote also for Atlantic Council, for example. Here I wrote about foreign affairs, about Ukraine. So you see, I like point my attention also to understanding how public policy works, how Russian disinformation works, and so on and so forth. And the same when I put my points to when I put my points also to working with journalists, I said that hey, like I'm understand how like political archetypes works. So here also example how we do together with Washington Post article where Ben asked me some issues about, for example, Trump's speech, and we wrote here like some understanding who was political prisoners in Europe, and I share my experience of working with Yulia Tymoshenko. It's the Ukrainian prime minister. She was in jail under pressure for Russian president, and here also after then like quote me, and he quote other like political strategists, and so I put also my expertise to like top press, and we work the same with our press releases. So for example, here it's press release from speech on International Campaign Management Forum. And here you see that here it's my quote about polarization and disinformation on these elections, and it also go to top press. So that's why we did the same work with clients on this issue. So some clients have their specialization. So for example, your company works with investments and you want to share some analytical work about like investment to real estate. So we firstly with you will create content for your like social media of your company. Then we will put also your articles to some like platforms where good editors team, and they also can take your articles if it will be interesting for them, and we will give like this negotiations, and we'll pitch also these platforms. Then we discuss with journalists, and we also pushed some speakers, experts to top press. Of course, if you like have farm I don't know, like in Kentucky, and maybe this story will be not interesting for today for Washington Post, but this story can be interesting for some newspaper in your state, or it's also a lot of like regional press, a lot of websites who wrote about agriculture news. So, right, I give to you like the most interesting examples, but of course, for every level of communication, we have different databases with whom we can communicate. And after that, we also create for you series of press releases, and we put these press releases to top American press like Yahoo News, like Yahoo Finance, like also other top American press. And here it's also very important to correlate you with your firm. So here also our different departments and different offices. And if you Google, for example, me with our company, you see also that other bloggers mention our work in PR, right? So here we also see some like press releases about our position on government relations forum, right? So you see that it's really work, and we can work the same with you to put your story on the same type to top American press. And feel free to ask me what is the best strategy for you, or if you have direct story, we will be happy to move your story to top American press. And if you need also some work, not only here in Washington DC, in the United States, we will be happy to help you also in regions as European Union, Eastern Europe, and Central Asia. We also work in Israel and United Arab Emirates as well. So thank you so much for your attention. And one more time, it's understanding of your personal brand and of brands of your company. After that, 3 issues and 3 communication issues which you want to communicate as a person or as a company. And then like your content, then like also articles which we push to different platforms, then also teaching of journalists, and then also working with press releases and articles for you. I hope that this algorithm was useful for you. I hope that also my example can can give to you some inspiration, and I hope it was interesting to see how it works, and you can also now more understand how you can build your personal brand and how you can put your company, your nonprofit, yourself as a person, or your political movement to top American and international press. My name is Kateryna Odarchenko. I represent SIC Group, and thank you for listening.